Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Mob Psycho 100 episode 2. So yeah, last time we saw, well, I saw the beginning of a pretty crazy series. I really wasn't expecting half of the things that happened there. But yeah, the protagonist again is an OP character, which is made by this guy, made by one. It's amazing. They are pretty well done. So I have high hopes for this character and for this animation, because yes, most of the people, or most of the mangakas and most of the people who make anime, when they try to make an OP character, most of the time, like 9 times out of 10, they fail. But one made a great OP character like One Punch Man, like Saitama, a freaking amazing character. So yeah, I have high hopes for that. And yes, something I forgot to mention last video, the opening of this series really reminds me of Katamari Damacy. It is incredibly crazy, incredibly random, and I love it. I really love that opening because it reminds me of one of my favorite games. So yes, I think that's it for now. Let's just watch the episode, shall we? Wait, is that... Yes, that is One Punch Man. Really? What? What? Foresight? Oh my god, you curse. Okay, that is not getting rid of a freaking... That is just giving a massage. What? Okay, that is not... What? I can't meet the friend. Oh! I love how he has so many... Oh god, no! That is just a massage. I love this guy. Fake liar. What? He didn't refer to the pay or that he's a fraud? Okay. No, student council, of course. Only that was fast. Only. Okay, that was fast. Okay. This is such a classic. Holy. I wasn't. Okay. Oh, I know which one he's going to be. Mob is going to be. Nobody cares. Oh god. Oh, it's repeated, okay. No. Totally. Yeah, those are only. Oh boy. She's desperate. Yes, that is my guess. Of course, training like eating crap. Okay, fight between these two frauds. That is great. Holy. I don't think he cares. Oh. Yes, these two frauds that really manipulate people are... Oh, this is great. Yes, I knew it. Of course. Oh boy, this is so great. What? What the hell? Yes! Why are you dressed like that? Yeah, sure! The freaking legs! Of course it wouldn't work! He can infiltrate! Of course! Go! What the hell? He's getting desperate! Oh! A poltergeist. I start to take serious this anime, but then it does something like this. The cheapest. Yes. Of course it was sarcasm. He cannot read anything like that. What is the spirit? Oh, the spirit is in the freaking... Oh! Holy, that thing is huge! Oh, again, I love the design of these creatures. Sengu? I love how he's not intimidated by any of this. Yes, because he has so much psychic power. Yes, you did. Oh. Oh, yes. He's way too powerful. Holy. And that's it. Yes. I love the psychedelic colors that they use in this when the psychic powers are in action. Yes, cute. Yes, I knew he was going to join this. Oh. To them. Holy, those are threatening guys. Body improvement clue. They look threatening. An acquaintance, yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, this doesn't look like a bad deal. And I mean the vice president deal. Okay. Oh, I see. What? What? Are you what? Oh God! What? What? Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I seriously thought that he was going to join the telepathy club. But he joined the club, the fitness improving club or something like that. I seriously wasn't expecting that. They coming off the cliche so far. Okay, this anime is great. But yeah, I'm gonna watch this again and I'll be back in my comments. See you in a bit. Wait. He's portraying the freaking news. Yes. Okay, stop it now. Now really stop it. Okay. Yeah, it's always a good thing to leave it running until before the preview, because that scene again was hilarious. It isn't even subtitled, but it's hilarious. But yeah, I'll truly see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the second episode of Mob. And I think this is even more hilarious than the first one. I think this has a better pacing. The first one is kind of awkward because I was always thinking, what the hell am I watching? Why is it psychedelic stuff that I'm really seeing? So yeah, my mind keep going to certain places and to being distracted. But now that I am accustomed to said weirdness, this episode come across as a better episode because now I kind of know what to expect from the series, but still, it's just hilarious. The faces, the pacing, everything is hilarious. But yeah, as always, let's go little by little and in order so we can analyze every scene. The first one is, of course, see, I want to remember the freaking scene is hilarious. The first one, we have a little nudge for the One Punch Man because that is what Mob is reading in his, well, in the office, in this desk while he works for Raging. And I love, just in an instant, the curse is because he watched too much porn. The client has a curse because he watched too much porn. I love it. I love how ridiculous that first statement is. It's absolutely ridiculous and I love it. And of course, he has an ache in his shoulder. So the curse is obviously because he's fapping too much. That is my guess. But later on, of course, instead of doing with the salt stuff and one of his techniques, ridiculous techniques, he come up with another technique, which is basically a massage. And that's it. There is nothing profound. There is nothing deep about it. It's just a massage. That joke is incredibly funny. It's unbelievably hilarious. And I love it. Because he received a massage. And the massage per se is not... Well, a massage should not be funny, let's say. But the way they portray said mundane stuff, it's hilarious because yes, at first, oh, this is just a massage. But when he starts to feel good and the faces and the expressions, and yes, the gross image that are shown to us. Like the naked guy that the only thing is covering his junk is a rose. And yes, there is a cliche in this kind of anime. I have seen that the last time I saw that it was in Full Metal Panic Fumofu. I don't know if you have seen that comedy anime. It's hilarious, and yes, it's shown like that. It's a ridiculous stuff, and it's so funny because yes, the client is just so tense because he's using his muscles in a certain way. So yeah, he gets tired in his arms and shoulders, of course. But the way it's resolved in the most mundane way, a massage, as I said before. And yes, he's so grateful that he's willing to pay no matter what. And I think it's not that expensive for a massage. 3,800 yen, I think it was the amount. And yes, even Mob call it a massage. You're getting better at massage. Of course, the other guys, it's not a massage, it's something else. Call it something else. But yeah, this is small talk. And yes, I need to speak about something in the background. The small, I don't know, discount for if you have 3 spirits in you, one of them is going to be free, only this small. Those small details, those small jokes, I love them. I really do. And I didn't notice that in the first viewing. I noticed that in the second viewing. I really start to pay attention to the background because, yes, even the stupid image that is shown in the background are hilarious. But of course, we are having a conversation, or they are having a conversation about what Mob really want to do. Because at the beginning, I thought that he just discovered that his master is a fraud. That, well, everybody else noticed that. Or that perhaps he wants a raise, not only 300 yens. But no, it's because he wants to live his life at his fullest. He wants to do something else, but he's not certain on what to do. Join a band, just walk, or do something different, or do a sports or something like that. I don't remember the exact things. But no, he wants to do something different. Of course, yes. Of course, you just join the going to home club, and you keep doing money for me. So yeah, making money for him. Yes, we can see that the only thing that matters for him is money, and he's a student is the best way of making money because he is a true psychic person, unlike him, of course. But of course, Mob is thinking about this change of pace in his life because he just doesn't want to just work. He wants to do something else. He just goes to his home and don't follow him. The next scene is, of course, the psychic club, which at the beginning I didn't know what to think about them. But later on we discovered that they just want to goof about and do absolutely nothing, but with a budget. Because yes, these clubs receive certain amount of money from the school, but of course they just do absolutely nothing. They just buy stuff for them and play around and do nothing with club activities, nothing that has to do with the club they have. And of course, since they lost a member, they're going to be kicked out of the classroom or the room they have, and of course they will have no more money to spend on snacks or whatever they want. They are, of course, adamant to maintain the club, and they fight the men. But of course, the man is intimidating as hell. In this case, the vice president of the student council, as I said, you have 2 days. Well, you have until Friday to get a new member, or just gonna be kicked out of this club. And yes, they are desperate, really, really desperate to find a new member. But every person they ask about, they reject them because they have other activities or the club is creepy. They are being told that the club is creepy several times, which is absolutely true. Because yes, as telepathic, I think is the correct name. It's not a psychic club, it's a telepathic club. So yes, you can tell that they do absolutely nothing in there. And yes, they are desperate because they want to continue to be doing absolutely nothing the rest of the year. And being paid to do absolutely nothing. But they are rejected by everybody. And I love the 3 stages. Of course, they are first determined to find a new member club. But then they got desperate to find a member club. And to the end, it's just like a zombie state because they have found nobody to join their club. And this is comedy gold. The different stages and the rejection, they are so similar, but it's hilarious because in the end, just in the end, it's just we need to accept that nobody wants to join our club. That last image. Until, of course, one of them is, well, desperate and starts screaming, but that kind of ignites a memory that there is one that really hasn't joined anything, and it doesn't go to any comedy, and in their own words, he has no friends, he has no girlfriend, he is doing absolutely nothing. In this case, Mob. And yes, he said, okay, yeah, it's pretty much true what he said. And of course, they try to make him join the club. But it's just benefit to the club. Because, to be honest, what mobs want has nothing to do what the club can offer. Because the club just wants to go about. Just wants to do absolutely nothing. And yes, the president of this club is desperate. Desperate for anybody to join the club. I don't think they care much about the person that joined the club. They just want the members, the numbers, for them to join. And of course, Mob, since it doesn't have anything to do with he's going to join. But of course, he has to go to his work with his master. So he's going to ask permission to, well, be a little bit late. And he called him, said, no, don't join the club. It's just stupid stuff. And really, they do nothing and they just want to use you. Just like him. He just wants to use Mob. But at least he's paying. Not much, but he's paying. And Mob believes that he's getting something out of his master. And of course he said, no, sorry, I can join, my master needs me. But then the conversation between these two frauds, because what else can you call this girl but a fraud? These two frauds, okay, he needs to join our club, a psychic club or telepathic club, and you're just a fraud and you just want to use it for your exorcism because you are just a complete liar and all that. And then, of course, this is a complete liar because she just wants him to join the club for their own benefit. And of course, the retaliation, oh, you just want to use him, you just don't care about Mob, you don't want to meet his friends, the friendship is not just a club, and you just want him to use him, and yeah, all that. Yes, it's ironic because both of those, he's not ironic, he's hypocritical from both of them, because both just want to use Mob in a certain degree, and both are frauds, to be honest. So far from what I can see, both are frauds. At least one of them is going to pay them, and the other just want to use the number so he can get free stuff. So yeah, this fake crying, oh no, our club is going to be closed and we're going to be kicked out of the room and the budget is gone. She started crying. But of course, Mob is a very innocent guy. Everything that has been shown, or the 2 episodes I have watched of this anime, has shown Mob like a very innocent guy, that he believes everybody has good intentions. Of course, being a fraud himself, Reijin knows that this girl is just pretending to cry for him to be joining their club. And yes, you notice that later on and say, of course, I don't want to join you, I'm going to go to make this exorcism. And say, okay, think about it. Really think about it. He goes, he said, okay, yes, I'm going to think about it. Sure, why not? And then go to perform the exorcism. But this exorcism takes place in an all-girls school. And of course, they have to be in disguise. One of the worst disguises I have ever seen. Just thinking about Reijin in that stupid school uniform is hilarious. It's just hilarious. And of course, he pretends to enter the school, but is immediately discovered. That, oh, you're not a little girl, you're just a grown-up man. And he's treated like a pervert. And Mob is kind of relieved that they were discovered because he doesn't want to go inside the school dressed like that. But unfortunately, he is confused, well, being one of the students. He truly looks like a girl, let's say. So yeah, he's got a free pass and go inside the building where Reijin is interrogated by the, well, police or the security from the campus. So yeah, he went to the roof, he got threatened because he confused the clients with some talks in outside in the roof. But the clients show up and say, why the hell are you dressed like that? I'm not Reijin guy is here. Well, it's simple because it's an all-girls school and they have to infiltrate school. So yeah, the way he behaves is not very trustworthy, because he's just been, even if he's a guy, he's been intimidated by 3 girls. Hell, those 3 girls are taller than him, but still, he's understandable because he has psychic power. He doesn't have the physical strength, but he has psychic power, so he shouldn't be intimidated. But as I said before, this is a characteristic for Mob, that he's very innocent. He doesn't want to use his power to threaten everybody and to gain control of everything. And to be honest, with the amount of power, if he's similar to One Punch Man, and sorry, yes, I'm comparing him to One Punch Man again. If he's similar to One Punch Man, he's incredibly powerful, just unbelievably strong. But of course, he's an innocent soul. So yeah, they go and say, okay, you don't seem like legit. You just go walking around. But then they discover that he's really feeling something, and something happens. This strange stuff starts to happen in the school, and he tried to solve it. But again, when this show is want me to take it seriously for a moment, and I think this is intentional, that he wants to be taken serious for a brief moment, something silly happens, and that breaks the spell, and it's more hilarious, because it's something you don't expect. And I'm referring to the freaking bra floating around. I wasn't expecting that again, and that makes this show hilarious. But of course, again, they find this evil spirit within the basketball court. Well, not a court, it's more of a gym. And he's a huge, huge guy, kind of a student, because he has a uniform of a student. And just this grotesque form. And I love the way it looks. And yes, before that, Mob is pathetic, let's say. He's not that strong. He doesn't have much confidence. But when he's dealing with the paranormal, he's really confident and really strong. And he's trying to protect everybody because, yes, the freaking monster is just overconfident. I'm going to crush you and punch him. And Mob is just holding him back like it's nothing and destroying one of the arms. And then try to attack or grab a hostage so he can, well, not be erased. But of course, Mob is fast and is confident when his main ability. And he ends up destroying the freaking ghoul. But the message comes out of the ghoul that he can't believe that he was defeated by a loser like him. And yes, this is when Mob realized that so far he hasn't done anything to improve his life. Yes, he's a young boy, but it's kind of an existential crisis that everybody has. It's even a small kid, a teenager, not a small kid, yes. A teenager. So yes, he said, okay, I haven't done anything that I wanted to do. So yeah, I need to think about it. Because yes, when he's receiving praising with the girls, because yes, he's really brave in that moment, the ghosts realize that yes, he's a loser and he needs to do something. But this makes a change in the mind of Mob. And he's about to join the club after thinking all night. He's going to join the club. But before he signed the freaking papers, the vice president arrives with the new club, or the club that wants to take over the room, the body improvement club. And yes, the way the take is shot is like a low angle, and yes, everybody in that moment is very threatening, all muscular, and the vice president is violent. But once you start to see what the vice president is telling, that do you really want to join the club? Do you have a friend in here? What are your reasons? You really are interested in the telepathic club or anything like that, or something or another? That's when Mob starts to say, okay, maybe I am not interested in this club. I say, even the vice president said, if you want to join, go ahead. Or your own free will, go ahead. I won't stop you. But think about it. And yes, that's when Mob starts thinking, what do I want? He starts to remember the reason. He has a crush on his childhood friend. Because yes, thanks to this kind of flashback, we learn that they are acquaintances at least. It's not a complete unknown that they just meet in the freaking middle school. No, he knew that girl beforehand. And yes, first it was showing off his psychic powers to impress her, but later on, those psychic powers did, oh yeah, that's boring. And then he realized that physical prowess is what she is interested in. In the race, in this race that you have, because yes, she was praising the first place. Oh, you're so fast. I think it was Akira, the name of the boy. Yes, oh, you're so fast, Akira. And then he realized that he needs to improve his body. But the joke is not there yet. Said, yes, I'm going to join your club. And yes, I thought it was the cliche that he's going to save the club because he's going to join and the friendship and all that jazz. The classic cliche of the anime is that you need a new member and you find a new member in the end and the club is going to be alright, and they are portrayed as the good guys, and the vice president of the club or the student council is presented as the evil government representative that doesn't want to let the man grow. And yes, I thought it was going to be that cliche, but then it turns out no, he wanted to join the body improvement club, and that was hilarious. When that sink in, it's just hilarious. The way they changed the cliche, the way, of course, the club, the original club, the telepathic club, just wants to use mob, to they maintain the status quo. So they maintain their free stuff, their free snacks, and just lazing about in this room. They just want to use mob, to be honest. That's the only thing that interests them. But Mob changes everything because now he's going to join a club in which he believes he gains something. In this case, physical progress. That's what Mob wants, because that is what is going to impress his childhood crush. And yes, that is marvelous, because now he has a real reason to join a club. Because it's going to be beneficial for him. Not for the club, for him. That is just hilarious. And the way they portrayed everything during this episode, because this joke took the entire episode to be settled in. From the beginning to the end, the joke or the punchline was set up. And I love that punchline. It's just hilarious. And of course, the extra scene, luckily, I always let this thing play, always. The last scene, my freaking file didn't have any subtitles for the extra scene. So I didn't know what exactly they say. But I can kind of understand. They are, of course, the news are trying to look for Reggie because he was cross-dressing and he is being portrayed as a pervert. But what really piques Reggie is the fact that the freaking tea is hot. He doesn't care about this bad publicity. He just was concerned about his freaking hot tea. I love the humor in this episode. It was just hilarious, and I know it's going to be a pain in the ass to edit this out. But it's so good. I really, really love this anime, and I don't know why I haven't watched it before. I am a fan of one. I think he has like two works. I think it's One Punch Man and this one. One Punch Man I love. I really do. As I said before, I watch every single episode like at least 10 times, including the freaking OVAs. And this, again, this is a hilarious episode. This is a hilarious anime. I think this starts a little bit weaker than One Punch Man. But then it continues, the next episode, this episode, it's so hilarious. I was laughing almost from all the duration of the episode. So yes, I really love it. And I love the humor, because it's not just one type of humor. There are several visual humors, punchlines, setups, everything. So yes, I really love this animation, and I cannot wait for the third episode. So yeah, I think that's it for now. The only thing I have to say is thank you guys for your comments, for your likes, for your views, and for your subscriptions. And if you want to be a subscriber, click on the button for subscriptions. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, click in the link in the description below. So yeah, don't forget to click on the bell so you can get notifications. I think I said that already. And of course, that's it. The only thing I have to say is thank you so much for your attention, and see you in the next one. Bye.